case went cold for years, but in Albuquerque today, federal, tribal, and local officials joined the family of Zachariah Juan Shorty, announcing charges for first-degree murder.
Morgan, some say it's a pretty interesting choice of music.
Tessa, Trevor, yes, it is. And I was only there for a little while today. We got an earful. People who spoke to me in our homeless community are hearing the same rumblings we're seeing on social media, that this is all a political stunt. They say they don't care who's behind it. It's hurtful. And both mayoral campaigns are fighting back.
Talking about the chief's reaction, also reaction from Darren White, and what the police union hopes will play out in the next 4 years. Morgan?
Tessa, Trevor, the union says officers are hoping for more stability inside the department and that whoever is chief eases off on what the union says is built-in bureaucracy after 12 years of Department of Justice reform.
Those ads have basically worn out their welcome. Morgan?
Tessa, Trevor, we spoke to Keller voters, we spoke to white voters, and they both agree that they want the political ads to stop. They're looking forward to it. Instead, they actually said that they'd rather the candidates focus on what they plan to do. But when we got here, they were actually going through a lot of those ballots, counting them. The polls closed at 7 o'clock, but the results didn't actually start trickling in. Those ballots didn't start to be counted until 8:30 or so. A snack cracker pack. I see a women's beret.
Yeah, there's
just little remnants of life from people.
Yeah, and we probably took out 100 needles.
State leaders are banking on these cameras to stop the next major wildfire. The goal is to make New Mexico wildfire response more proactive. Forestry officials say this means earlier warnings and fewer communities caught off guard. New Mexicans know wildfire season very well. A district judge says 23-year-old Rainer Joyner, who allegedly shot Matthew McLaughlin, dismembered his body and hid the remains in bags, will remain behind bars until his trial. Ryan, the main goal of this app is about reducing burnout, letting doctors focus on care and seeing more patients while the state grapples with a shortage. The fact that universal childcare is rolling out November 1st, the day after Halloween, isn't lost on daycare centers. The deadline is quickly approaching, and it can be scary to make all the changes to accommodate the governor's mandate. Just think about it. More kids means more employees to pay.
The polls close. It's up to county clerk's offices all across our state to count the votes. Our Morgan Stevens joins us from where some of that count will happen tonight. Morgan, how's it going there?
Tessa, Trevor, we're at the voting warehouse where they will be counting votes throughout the night. And as you might see behind me, these poll workers, they are the ones who will be tabulating the vote. The polls will be open until 7 p.m., so you can cast your vote up until then. So that means if you're in line at 7 p.m., stay in line. While we wait, APD is installing higher fencing, boarding up the windows, and organizing a stronger police presence in the area. Junior tells me his life has stopped in its tracks. But he helps keep his son's memory alive with this memorial inside the massive 16,000 square foot space where John Bales Cisneros created tattoos and coffee drinks. Last November, the FBI released this picture of the suspect walking down Iron after the shooting. If you know who this is, you are asked to call the FBI.
Mr. President! Mr. President!
Owner Teresa Thompson says she's been selling handfuls of tickets a day, and it's picking up pace now that the winnings are growing. With a pair of these in hand, if I happen to be one of those winners, you might not see me tomorrow. Morgan Stevens, KOB4. All was calm for travelers at the Sunport today in Albuquerque. However, not as much can be said for 40 other airports across the country. Morgan Stevens here with KOB4. So Albuquerque's mayoral race just got a little spicy. And that mayoral election is set for November 4th. There are also city council seats and a $350 million bond question on the ballot. Early voting will start October 7th. We have everything you need to know on our website, KOB.com. Just click on this story.
We're kind of at the mercy of this sluggish timeline, Morgan.
Tessa, Trevor, crews have completed construction at most corners of this intersection.